You have been tested a lot recently. This situation or person tested you in a way that you weren't sure you were actually able to get through it. You weren't sure if you had enough strength, enough motivation, enough abundance to actually get through the situation. But you did. You were able to channel spirit. You're able to channel God and actually get through what you've been going through. This situation was a lot of different forces outside of your control that had a lot of effect on you. It could have been an abundance situation where either you lost your vehicle, or you lost your place of living, or you lost a huge amount of money to something that was out of your control. This even could have been a person coming in and making a deal with you. It sounded good at the time, but then it cost you so much more time and effort, emotion, and maybe even money than you thought, that you were at a loss for a while. But that is turning around now. That is something that is going to be in your past. It really seems that you have been called to be a rebel in this situation. Your rebellious nature serves you well. And as you know, I love rebels. So when you are thinking about things a different way than what society says, or if you're thinking about things a different way than most people around you do, know that is one of your gifts. You think differently, and that is amazing, because it's going to get you out of this situation, or it has gotten you out of this situation. It seems for a while that abundance was out of your reach. You tried and tried and tried, and it kept slipping away. It was so far out of your grasp that you weren't sure you were actually able to get it again. Either this person came in and cheated you out of that money, or this situation outside of your control just took it away, and you had a lot of questions about why. Why did this happen? But what's actually happening now is there is a light being shined down and on your situation. So you are looking back at all the different struggles that you've had, all the different conflicts that you've won, and you've persevered. You were stronger. You were able to get through. And this one isn't any different. You have a lot of internal strength. You have that way of making it through. But you may say, yeah, Robo Monk, I made it through, but when am I going to thrive? When am I going to actually be abundant? That's coming up as well. It seems like this situation really had a lot of different emotions going through, but they weren't feelings of happiness or optimism. They were, am I going to survive? Am I going to get through this? And maybe you didn't have a lot of support around you to actually help you through this. Just know that your guides, your angels, spirit, God were looking out for you through this, and it was a huge test for you, but you passed. You have that strength. You have that way about you. You have that rebellious nature to get you through this situation. There was also a huge secret that came out. This secret was something you were not expecting. It didn't seem to really fit the situation. Like it was something that this situation just uncovered. It uncovered it, and you thought, oh, wow, okay. I do believe it was about somebody else. There was a secret about somebody else. And Depending on the situation, you may expose it or not. If this was a person that came in and was very greedy and they said, yes, I'm going to take your money, I'm going to cheat you, you may have exposed that actual secret. And it made a big impact. Like maybe the secret was this person is a cheater. This person cheated me out of my abundance. So I'm going to expose that to everyone so no one else can get hurt by that. If this was a situation where a secret came out about a loved one or something like that, maybe you chose to keep that secret. Maybe you said, you know what? They've had enough. They've had enough. They don't need to know this. I'm going to move on. I'm not the one that is going to tell them. So, whatever your situation was, you chose the best way to move forward. But it was slow. It was a slow progression after you made this choice of getting out of the situation. Either justice was slow or the situation was slow to get from no abundance to abundance. And I'm sensing that from you. I'm sensing that there was this slowness, frustration, and really the ability to just get out of it. It felt like quicksand where the more you moved, the more you got into trouble. But I have some good news. Now is the time that you can actually get out of this. Now is the time that you can move through that quicksand, grab that vine, pull yourself out. For some of you, there's actually going to be a person rushing in to help you. This could be an advisor, an expert, or just a really good new person in your life that is coming in and saying, what is going on here? I can help you. I have contacts and they are true. They are a true blue kind of person. They are really looking to help you. They're really looking to get you out of the situation. From what Spirit is telling me, they might have been in this situation as well, and they totally understand what you're going through right now. So with this, you're going to become the Queen of Wands. Of course you are. Of course you are. If you watch my other channel, you're always the Queen of Wands. But with this, you are going to shine. You're going to attract abundance. You're going to be abundance personified. It may feel like a weird feeling right at first. You may not trust it at first. But when you do, when you start to gain that confidence again, you're going to start to project more and more and more and manifest more and more and more of that abundance coming in, to the point where this inner Queen of Wands, this inner attractive nature about you is going to shine outwardly. And people are going to notice that energy shift. You're going to be able to be choosy about who comes into your life, not out of defense, but out of being abundant. Out of being abundant. Because there will be more people that want that money or want that emotion. They want this, they want that. But you've become wiser now. You've had that revelation. You've had that lesson. And there's no need to repeat it. So you're going to know what feels right and what doesn't. You're going to know who feels right and who doesn't. You're going to have that sense about you, that little tool set, as you go along on your soul path. And it's going to lead to abundance. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you, Spirit, for being here with us today. If you ever feel the calling, you can go to robomonktarot.com to get a private reading from me. Many of you had, and thank you so much for that. If you ever want to do spirit coaching, some of you have done this already. We talk about a huge topic that we can't shrink down into 20 minutes. And it's a series of sessions over time. I'd love to do that with you as well. Thank you again for being here, and many, many blessings to you. If you want to check out my other channel, it's RoboMonk Oracle, all about love. I can see you there too. But right now, I'll see you next time.